Real estate sales is a full contact sport, yet rejection should be a four-letter word because it creeps into our business, it keeps us down and holds us back. In this episode, I'm going to share with you a clinical psychologist that has an elegant, simple, but powerful solution that will kick rejection in the butt each and every time. Hey there, it's Michael Creasy here, Executive Editor with Agent Inner Circle. And as I said, this week's episode is all about rejection. So please give us a like and leave a comment below on how you handle rejection in your business. Now, I mentioned he's a clinical psychologist. His name is Dr. Cliff Baird. Not only a psychologist, he was one of the top 10 speakers for NAR, owned over 30 real estate offices. So this guy knows the intimate workings of real estate agents and what it takes to be successful.
Hi, I'm Dr. Cliff Baird. Thanks for joining me today. Today I want to talk to you about getting your life in perspective. You know, one of the things we do easily in real estate is get this business in perspective. We understand and we learn lots of wonderful things, skills and techniques and what to do and how to do it and when to say it. But in the end, it's not about getting the business in perspective that'll make you successful. It's getting your life in perspective. And what do I mean by that? Well, I believe that every agent has a desire to go prospecting. They don't do it, but they have a desire. Every day they get up, they say, I'm just going to set aside some time, and perhaps today's the day you're going to go on a for sale by owner. Let me tell you what I really believe at the core after all these years. I believe that most people in real estate go on what I call a pretend to prospect. That's when you go out looking for that for sale by owner and then become terrified when you find one. You say, gosh, if I'd known it was on that street, I wouldn't have driven on it. And you approach the sign, once you see it, all kinds of tremors come into your being and your emotions and your fears, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, what'll I do now? Well, what'll I do now has nothing to do with what are you going to say when you get to the door, because you and I both know you're not going to the door. What you mean by that is, how can I avoid going to the door and still kind of feel okay? And we've learned a whole repertoire of good things to do. And by the way, the good is always the enemy of the best. But we do good things. We get organized, we do this and we do that, and we prepare an email. We do good things. In front of a for sale by owner, we do good things. Because you're not going to the door, but you do good things. First thing you do is you get your pen out and you write down the phone number because you're going to call them later. And then you look at your realtor watch, and thank God for realtor watches, because they always tell you that it's too early or too late. And then you speed away from that house going, wow, that was a close call. Do you know why you did that? Because you haven't got your life in perspective. Because the reason you didn't go to the door was not because you didn't know you should go to the door. The reason you didn't go to the door is because you were overwhelmed with fear. You're overwhelmed with the what ifs. What if they slam the door? What if, what if? So how's my life not in perspective, you ask? Here's why. Because you're allowing people you don't even know to dictate who you will become. So let me help you with that. Let me give you this tip. Tonight when you go home, I want you to scour through your photos and wherever they would be and find a photo of those that you love. Because I know you've got somebody that you love. You've got a family. You've got children, perhaps, grandchildren. You've got somebody that you love. And by the way, you're blessed if you have that. Don't treat that just casually. Treat it like it's a special treasure, because I'm going to show you in a moment how that special treasure will change your life. I have shared this with thousands and thousands of people over the years. And I can't tell you how many times, even yet, that I'll get an email out of the blue saying, thank you, it changed my life. So let me help change yours. Get that photograph. Put it in your purse, put it in your satchel, put it in your desk, put it on your desk at home in the office. But the most important place to put it is in the windshield visor of your car. Why? Because every day, you're going to need some help to get to the door. Every day, you're going to need some help to pick up that telephone. Every day. No one really ever overcomes that. And we only overcome it in the moment. You never overcome these things for life. But in the moment of opportunity, you better do something to change your destiny. Because if you don't, you're going to wallow in mediocrity like everybody else, because your life is not in perspective. How do I use it, Cliff? Well, real simple, really. When you pull up in front of that for sale by owner, your heart trembling, your mouth going dry, just terrified, look at the door and say this to yourself: they don't care about me. flip the visor down. Look at the picture. They're crazy about you. Look at the door one more time. You know what? They don't care whether you live or die. They don't care whether at the next traffic accident somebody takes your life, because they don't know you're number one. Look at the picture. They would grieve forever if you did. Forever. And one more time, look at the door. They don't care whether you make it in life or not. They don't care at all. Look at that picture. They're counting on you making it. They're counting on you going to the door. They're counting on you doing things that you don't naturally want to do. They're counting on you. Get your life in perspective. Do not allow people you don't even know to dictate who you become. So go make it a great day.